December 6th, 2019. TTL had its first major event, which kickstarted our production team. And then the pandemic hit.
Today, Washington State and Snohomish Health District officials.
Right here in the Windy City.
A government plane is
from entering the country.
Looks like by April, in theory, when it gets a little warmer, it miraculously goes away. I hope that's true.
So because of COVID, we lost a lot of clients. People started canceling and postponing. And we seem to have lost a lot of business right when we just started our business. I didn't even touch my camera for a while. But then by some sheer luck, in the month of August, we started booking clients, small and big projects. Till one day, one of my old friends, Dinu, hit me up to do a music video for some of his friends that were coming from Florida. So I met the guys up and started shooting the music video. But to get to location to location, another friend of mine that I haven't talked to since 6th grade was driving me around. That's when he told me that he was getting married in San Francisco and he was looking for a videographer and a photographer. So I gave him an offer to see if he would take us there. So TTL was going to do its first event on the West Coast, in the Bay Area. We were excited. So as soon as we landed in Oakland, the first thing that we saw was the sunset, and it was beautiful. But we were hungry, so we had to go check out In-N-Out. I didn't like it. So we needed to crash somewhere because we didn't have an Airbnb for the night. We went back to Camps, and he let us crash there. Thanks, bro. So the next morning, me and Mama already had a plan. Wake up at 5 a.m. and go catch the sunrise at Land's End. The views were amazing. A place where we never even imagined being at, and being able to capture this kind of moment. We were having a blast.
Unbelievable.
With a successful morning, we felt like it was a time to head out to our first event, the bride's Mendy party. And that's where we met the bride for the first time and her family. They're really nice, very kind-hearted people. It honestly made us feel like guests instead of workers like we were used to. Shout out to Tom Veer. Love you, little bro. So we finished the Mendy party and decided to head back to our Airbnb. That's when things started to get a little bit interesting. We went to the wrong Airbnb, put all of our stuff in there, walked out, then got locked out for half an hour, and now we're in the right one and grabbed all of our shit. So after that hiccup, we decided to just knock out, and then we wake up in the morning and deal with it. And we woke up at 10 a.m. and for some reason, something felt off, but we still wanted to go out and go see the city. So we decided to take all of our stuff because we had an event later that afternoon and we wouldn't be able to come back to the Airbnb. We stopped at a place called Baker's Beach. All right, day 2. Me and Mamu out. We're in a nudist beach. Bro, what the fuck? Is this? I'm not comfortable. That is a dude, bro. After we were done, we started walking down the beach towards our car when I got a phone call.
I'm on my way to a meeting. I'm not sure what to do with it. Here, let me send you a photo and then I'll call you right back and tell me this is all your stuff.
Okay, thank you.
What happened?
Somebody broke into our car and took everything, and then they dumped it in the middle of the city.
What?
Yeah. Fuck me. Everything's in there. Fuck! That walk back to the car felt like the longest thing in the world.
Huh? Everything? They took everything out of the trunk?
Like idiots, we left our stuff in the bag. A couple cameras, 3-4 lenses, SD cards, batteries, everything that we needed to complete this trip.
My rental car got broken into with some stuff stolen. So some guy called me as we were walking from the beach and we were coming back. Some guy called me. He actually told me that my car got broken into or something like that because he found our bag 20 minutes away.
So basically, after I called the police and made a report with them, I headed out to go meet up this guy named Alan that had our bags. But when we got there, Alan flagged us down. I ran over to him, picked up our bags, and he told us the reason why he found us is because our business cards were still in the bag. I opened it up. Obviously, none of our cameras were in there, but luckily, Mahin's SD cards and my Sony batteries were in there. So I knew that we had something instead of nothing at all. I thanked Alan multiple times, and then we started heading to the event. And I feel like as we were driving there, me and Mahi really didn't talk to each other. We were just like in shock of what the fuck just happened to us. And also coming to acceptance, like, it is what it is. Whatever we have to make it work for Kamaro and Samia to make this event a success. But deep down inside, we were just ready to go home. We couldn't let them down. We had to get this done. Fuck whatever happened to us. Whoever stole something, the only thing they did was hurt our pockets, and we have to keep moving forward. Or at least we have to just get through this week. Literally, when we got to the event, we realized that a lot of the stuff that got stolen we actually needed, but we made it work. I kind of did double duty, taking pictures and also taking the video. We were able to cover it, and we ended the night on a high note of we actually did something other than not doing anything. So we got up in the morning and headed out to the location that the bride picked to go take pictures at. Ironically, it was Baker's Beach, the same exact spot where we got robbed. But we forgot all that. We had a great time with them, and the shots we got was just epic. Yeah, the waves, the atmosphere, the couple, everything was amazing. Mahin got some awesome photos. We had a great time. Shout out to Long Neck Little Fingers for being a really good assistant. I think that's how you say her name. But we had a great time.
Why are you recording?
Oh, no, I'm not. Oh, shit!
And then the rest of the day we had to ourselves. Kamaro kind of like took us out. So Kamaro ended up taking us to the Golden Gate Bridge, a place that where me and Mahin had on our bucket list, but
Crazy, dude. We here.
after what happened, we didn't want to go to
Dude,
anymore.
always, man. Always. We're all gonna enjoy these moments together, bro. Everybody. If we're with you, we're all gonna have a good time. That's all we can do. When life gives you lemon, you make lemonade.
Ice gives you shit, you flush it down the toilet.
It was really nice. You know, we got to see it. We walked around. You know, I got to vibe with my 6th grade bully. But we really did appreciate it. Even Mahim was enjoying it. He was getting some photos, and you could just tell we were finally okay with everything that happened, and we were just gonna sit here and we were gonna enjoy this moment. It was nearly perfect conditions to be on that bridge, where it was foggy and I was just vibing. The next day was the wedding day. One thing that Mahi needed, but it was stolen, was a wide-angle lens. But luckily, Tanvir, the bride's brother, knew a photographer close by that could lend us a lens so we could use for the wedding day. Shout out to Keanu. So me and Mamu knew the only thing that was in our mind was getting this day done. This was the last day that we were going to be in California. So the plan was to go to Palace of Fine Arts to get some photos and some video, and then after that we go straight to the venue. We didn't have much time at Palace of Fine Arts, but I took a second to enjoy it and take in that moment also.
Amazing.
It seems to be the overlying lesson that I'm learning on this trip. With the outdoor shoot completed, we headed back to the venue, and then we started going through the wedding motions. By the way, shout out to Rahi for being the best damn MC. This is the first time that a bride and groom shouted us out on their wedding day.
You guys have done. You really.
You guys are awesome. So we completed the event, and me and Mahin headed back to the car. We sat down and we had this big sign of relief, like we were able to do it. We got the job done. We did what we came here to do, and we kept our promise to come roll in Samia. That's all we cared about. That's all we wanted to do. And now we finally have that release. This trip I learned a lot. But I think I learned the most from this person. The only thing I can say about this person is I started calling him the agent of chaos, because it seemed like to me he loved seeing all the chaos that was going on that week. He just had the biggest smile on his face. He was enjoying our pain. And when I would ask him, like, bro, why are you always laughing? He would always tell me this one thing: time isn't real to fall. Now, I don't know if he was fucking with me when he was saying that, but it kind of stuck to me, and I'm still trying to figure out what he meant by it. Like, did he mean every good moment that we ever had, there's always a bad moment? And every bad person that we ever met, there was also a good person? Or maybe because we don't have any control over time, and we should just enjoy it as it passes? Or maybe we're too stuck on what can we do in the future, what has happened in the past, and maybe we just need to enjoy the now. Enjoy the vibes. Maybe time isn't real. Maybe the agent chaos was right. You know what was even more wilder? That day, it was December 6th, 2020.